friends, and welcome to Mystic Star Magic. I am so happy you are here. So today we are finding out what messages your future self has for you, and the theme is actually going to be fairies. So as you can see, this is going to be pile 1. Pile 1. This is going to be pile 2. And so this was highly voted on. This is actually the second highest voted on reading, and I'm going to be doing the most highest voted on reading later this week, and it's like I figure it would be good for like during the weekend, and so this is part 3. All right, so I want you to go ahead and take a deep breath in, close your eyes, and connect to yourself, actually connecting to yourself. And now as you exhale and open your eyes, choose whichever pile draws you to it. All right, let's do this. My friends from Group 1, I am so happy you are here. So what is your future self trying to tell you? I actually like to do this readings because there usually have so many messages that we just need to hear. And whenever you hear this, like whenever you tune into this, it's perfect for that timing. So that's why I like this. Okay, so believe in magic. Open your eyes and see the magic that is all around you in nature. The fairy of the northern lights say you are part of nature, so you are magical too. And then celebration. So get ready to let your hair down and celebrate. It's time to go out and dance and play. An invitation could be on the way. So wow, your future self is telling you quite a lot, especially like I feel like you've accomplished something. So if you've been, and I don't know when like this future self is, right? It could be like a year from now, it could be many years, but I feel like I would say actually like a year or 2 from now. I am feeling like that, at least like between 6 months to a year. I don't know why that's the number that came through, but here there's something that you're celebrating. You've accomplished something. It could be that there is a sense of believing in magic, but that's an accomplishment. But for me, it's something that you've been really wanting. For some of you, I feel like it could be actually like finding love, getting together, moving somewhere, like buying a home, or like, like moving to make a home. For others of you, I feel like pregnancy might be like something you have like a child. For others, it could just be like business is up and running. Like there's something like you've been really like, it's been kind of, and right now I feel like it's beautiful because it's in the beginning stages, or like in the idea stages, right? So it's sort of like right now it's a seed. It's not even planted. It's just a seed that you're thinking about, and then your future self is like, whoa, look, there's going to be cause for celebration. The believing in magic, I feel like there's totally magician energy here. And so what I'm seeing here with these 2 cards is, love it, because you are capable of manifesting. And so one thing that I want to highlight as you go through this process, as you actually go through the process of making whatever this into like manifesting a realization of some kind, is that the process is very important. As the outcome is important as well, but the process itself, because you're going to need to do it. You're going to need to learn how to create this magic, like how to, be the magician, how to manifest, how to create. And so this is important for you. A big message, like kind of, even if you can keep like notes on how you do it, or like, like even just little, like, okay, maybe a journal or something like that as you see the progress, because you're actually going to create even bigger things coming through. I do like that a lot. Okay, so we have the Princess of Autumn, Prince of Winter, just this card. So that'll fit in there. I'm hoping you can actually see everything. Yeah, okay, you can. Perfect. So let's go ahead and put this, and then the 4 Springs, which is the celebration. Okay, let's actually try to sometimes I put them out of order. And so here we go. Oh, look at that. Love, 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 love. Okay, so Princess of Autumn. Oh, perfect. I actually see here. So we actually see the progress. Here we go from Princess, which is the page. Then we go to the Prince, which is the Knight. Then we have justice. So I feel like it's almost like this is more like spirit coming in here and things coming through. But we start off here as Princess of Autumn. So studious, responsible, cheerful, mischievous. So happy news about your career, promotions, or scholarship. Well thought out plans that go perfectly, needing a little push to get going. And so for me, it's more of, like I said, learning as you're starting to so you have the seed idea, you have this idea, whether it doesn't have to be like, like it's like a business or something. The idea could be like, what, right now I really do want to, like, get married, or I really want to find that person, like my soulmate, and just connect with them, right? It's the idea, right? It's whatever type of idea it is, because this is a general reading. So it's sort of like the cheerfulness and mischievous is when you go about this idea. Don't try to like bog it down. Don't try to get overwhelmed with the details. Like, no details. No, it's more of like, okay, let's think of an idea and think of a quick, like a little strategy, and also thinking in terms of like, what do I need to learn to make this happen, right? For love, it could be like how, like. Yeah, it could be. There's actually YouTubes on how, like, how to attract, a mate. Like, like how to body language, for example, learning how to do like body language so people know, right? Like open versus like closed off body language, more open body language. I know I'm going into details, but what I'm saying is there's something to be learned. Whatever it is that this dream that you've had, this idea, the seed that you have is, you have this idea, you have to kind of like start learning on how to do it. Like there's something you need to learn, and that's the page of Autumn, which is the Page of Pentacles. We have, then once we have that, we need to start taking action here. So the Prince of Winter, intellectual, determined, focused, impulsive. And there is an impulsive nature. Like I said, this is not about perfection. I think that's also, oh yeah, I love that. So it's not about perfection. It's not about being, everything has to be like perfectly done. And so it's an important thing here, especially for some of you. I feel like some of you maybe are writers. And so like you're wanting to write something, like with a book or something, what you're trying to write. One thing I've learned is, and I have this problem too with myself, sometimes I'm like, oh, it's like you have this giant idea, because it's an idea, like a giant idea, and you're just like, I don't even know how to start. And so the process here is just really about starting. You don't have to start. There's no perfect way. There's no right way to start. You just start. You could start in different areas of your story. It's where you feel comfortable. But right here, the starting point is also like learning. You need to learn something, but and you're not staying in this learning stage for very long. You're learning what you need to, kind of getting the basics of it, and then you're actually taking action. So seek out an intellectual solution to your problem, the need to act quickly and decisively. Sudden and unexpected changes. I feel like, it's sort of like you learn something, put the learning into action. Oh, I love this. I'm really loving this because it really is. And I love that you have the four of wands and then the celebration, because it's just telling us, it's confirming everything here. And so then we have justice. I feel like, for me, justice is sort of not to stress too much about things. Like I just feel like good karma will take over. So you put all these things, you actually start the idea, you start the process, right? You put the seed in the thing, and then you're just watching. You put water, right? You make sure you give it water and sun. Like that's like and that could be actually affirmations. Affirmations are like positive thinking. And then you just kind of let, I would say, spirit nature take its course here. So take time to review the details carefully. So that could be something that's important, but you will win in the end. Fair and objective decision. So I do feel, for me, it's sort of like you will win at the end, and you do, because we have the Four of Springs, of Wands, which is all about celebration. Be grateful. You have much to celebrate. Deep feelings of peace, happiness, and content personal life. like, do you see how beautiful this reading is? But your future self is really wanting you to see this. This is the important part. Like, yes, we're going to celebrate. You're going to achieve the things. You're going to start manifesting. But learning how to start, like how the process works is so important, because you're going to need to repeat it more, because this is only the beginning, right? This is not the end. There's still more to come. So I'm going to just repeat myself. Sorry if it's like, oh yeah, really have the idea, learn a little bit, like how do I do it? Like, if like love is, maybe it is about learning how to read body language, or how to show your own body language in a certain way. It could be like, if it's business, maybe YouTube, like if you're trying to start an Etsy, or trying to grow your Etsy, looking for Etsy, like how to literally just type that up in YouTube. It's sort of like needing to learn something, like having the idea, needing to learn something, taking action on those. And it could be, you repeat this process over and over until and then you kind of like let it, you don't fester on it, you just let things work themselves out, and there is cause to celebrate. Wow, I love it when we have such beautiful things. We have journey, we have regret, we have destruction, and then we have recognize. Okay. And I'm seeing here, what I'm seeing is like, this is a journey. I really do feel like that's something you need to see. So in general, like this I'm going to tell you, like, life is a journey. It's like, it doesn't end. Our desires will just keep on coming. So there's no need for regret. I feel like the regret is also the sense of you wanting to maybe make it like perfect. So the only thing that I think regret here is that you didn't take action, that you didn't trust your own intuition, that you didn't believe in all your dreams, whatever seed that you wanted to plant, you didn't believe in it. No, like, I feel like it's time for you to destroy, like, the destruction of this regret. We have to like let it go, like really like burn away the regret. It's not, this is not what it is. Knowing that this is a journey, recognizing, I feel like this, that there's a sense of recognition. Recognizing, for me, it's sort of like recognizing your own desire, recognizing what you want. Like here for me, this is like possibly freedom. Maybe this is leading you to a sense of freedom. It's sort of like finally seeing that I often say this, like sort of like that all of this is sort of like the struggle is an illusion. Like it's not meant to be, struggle isn't meant to stop us. It's actually meant to show us, hey, maybe there's an easier path or something. I feel like that's just sort of like, this is part of the growth process, not to be stuck in trying to, I don't know why I keep saying like being perfect or getting the perfect, like everything has to be perfect. No, it's better to do it, not perfect, but just get it done, right? And then kind of tweak it as you go along. I hope that makes sense. And really recognizing your desires. I really do think that, yeah. Being honest with yourself here. I do like that a lot because it's very positive. So we have words, choose them with care. We have flow, just keep swimming. Yep. We have listen intently to the one you love, and life is what you make of it. Beautiful messages. And this is like the words, choose them with care. So this is a sort of how I was saying that the justice, how you can do like affirmations and also like meditations. It's sort of, for me, it's like, don't send negativity to your own wishes or to your own like desires or to your own dreams. Like, for example, don't say like, oh, I'm never gonna like find love, or I'm never gonna have money, or I'm like you're just kind of like choose them with care. It's sort of like that never, it's sort of you're fulfilling this. And remember that you are the magician, and the magician is kind of like, that's, you manifest things. And so you keep saying, you keep having this regret, or like I made a mistake, like there's no way I can ever fix it, right? Like there's this sense of if you keep on with those like negative word, like I would say like negative intention, that's how you're going to, like, that's the seeds that you're planting. And so carefully choose them with care, choose your words with care. Even I would say choose your desire, choose what you want with care. and then flow, just keep swimming. Yeah, like I said, we have learned, and then we keep acting and everything. Not like there's no sense of being stuck. There's just a sense of allowing flow. It is a journey. There is no like, how do I say it? It's sort of like you're never going to reach an ending. I mean, the ending that we have is sort of when we leave our corporeal selves, but even then, a part of us keeps going, right? So there's a sense of like our journey just doesn't end, and so the desires will always come. So you manifest one thing, you know, you have a desire, you plant a seed, you manifest it, right, with that beautiful magician energy that you have. But it's not over, because then another desire comes. And so you have to understand the very important thing that your future self is saying, that you have to, like, the important thing is not so much the outcome, but learning the process of how you manifest the things that you desire. And so I also see with the fish here, love it because it's abundance that's coming your way. Listen intently to the one you love. And again, that's the recognizing your true desires, recognizing your true self. And so with this, like, choosing your words and like carefully, also, it's sort of like recognizing what you truly do desire, because you know, sometimes we think that we want something and then we actually have it and we're like, oh, this isn't what I really wanted, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just, but really recognizing, like, knowing yourself, listening to yourself, because your heart is actually talking to you. It's actually saying what it wants. You know, like, this is it's guiding you. And so, and here I actually feel like it's almost like the Ace of Cups here. We actually have the heart is telling you, listen to me, right? You want a Ace of Cups. You want to be fulfilled. You want happiness and joy. So how you go about it like that, and life is what you make of it. Yes. And it's beautiful because it's all interconnected. You have the choice to make your life what you want it to be. And so that's a big message from your future self. Like, how do you, like, if you don't like the life you're leading right now, recognize that, right? First, you have to recognize that. What is it that you want? What aspect of your life do you want to change? And how, like, right? It's like, why do you want to change? Because it's also important to listen to your heart. Like, why is it something important? And then not be stuck and feeling overwhelmed, right? Instead, just go like little baby steps. Okay, so I want this type of life. What do I need to do in order to get to this life, right? And so you do a little research, put it into action. Do more research, put it into action. Like, you know, keep going. Little baby steps, my friend. I really do believe in the little by little, a lot gets done. So this is a very beautiful message, group one. I really like it because like I said, you are celebrating. There is celebration twice. And so we can see that you will be successful. So, yay! I'm sorry, I woke up my buddy. But thank you so much for being here. I hope you liked this reading. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up. And if you want to vote on what content I create, just go and look at the community tab. I will be putting up a new choices very soon, so be on the lookout for them. And also, just if you think if my content is valuable to anyone you know and you would like to share it, please do consider sharing it with them. And just thank you so much for being here. I really do feel honored that I was able to read your cards. And until I see you in the next one, bye bye, my dear friends. My friends from group 2, so we are here. We're finding out what messages your future self has for you. And group 1 is so beautiful. I'm hoping that this is just as beautiful, if not more so. So we have a lot of we have the fairies. So we're using the fairies as our guide for the future self. So we have motivation. So when spring approaches, the flower fairy urges you to spring into action. If there's something you've been merely thinking about doing, they say get busy and do it, right? And then we also have wish wisely. So use your wishes wisely to manifest your heart's desires and take practical steps towards making your dreams come true. This is actually quite similar to group 1, so spot on there. So even here with spring, right? We're actually, well, we're getting into the summer here. But if you're somewhere else, it doesn't, the importance here is that we're planting things. If you've been putting off something, it is time for you to go for it, right? I do think with the wish wisely, it's not necessarily, it's not necessarily saying that, oh, you know, bad wishes or anything. It's actually, for me, it's sort of like this approach that I'm seeing is like taking one wish at a time, like one step at a time is what I'm seeing here, because you're like practical steps towards making your wish come true. So the motivation and knowing why you're wishing, that's like the motivation, the why are you making this wish, being very clear with your intentions when you're making this wish, when you're trying to manifest, but taking action is definitely here. I actually, that was very much like group 1 too. So we have the dreamer, love it, and we have the 5 of Winters. Okay, let's see what other we have. The Queen of Autumn, and then we have the Unity, which is the Hierophant. Okay, so dreamer, embrace your true purpose, begin a new adventure, trust yourself. And so, oh, I love this. So your future self is telling you it is time for a new adventure. It is. It's time for you to go on a journey, my friends, a new adventure with something that you've been wanting, you've been putting off. So something you've been putting off. What have you been putting off that you've been really craving, you've been wanting to do, but you've been telling yourself, no, no, no. Now it's time for you to trust yourself and make the move. Make the move, my friends. We're taking that. Because we do see that there is a great movement from 0 to all the way to 5. Now, 5 of Winters. So walk away from dishonest association, realizing that what you thought you wanted isn't the best choice for your happiness, something that's not worth it. And so look at this. Isn't it beautiful? So, and this is why I'm telling you, you need to know your whys. Why are you motivated to get? Why do you want this? And so it's important because, again, it's telling us again, wishing wisely. Like, are you right now, are you putting in effort and like a whole bunch of energy into something that you don't really even want, that your heart isn't, it's not coming from your heart, but rather from your ego. And so this is important because your future self is saying, realizing what you thought you wanted isn't the best choice for your happiness. What will make you happy? Really being honest with yourself. So maybe a little bit of introspection. So maybe listing out, I love this idea. So listing out all your, like, what your wishes, dreams are, and then writing the reason why you want them. And now imagine yourself having that. Will that really fulfill you? A lot of people, we go through this, like, they actually get the thing that they've been wanting for, and then, like, for a long time they've been wanting, it could be so many different things, but they've been wanting something, and they're like, and they think that by having that thing that their whole life will change, and it doesn't. It doesn't. They get the thing, but their whole life isn't, like, they're like, why am I not happy, or why am I, because because you could have been happy regardless of whether you had the thing or not. And that might be even an important thing here. Because I want to almost say, like, don't wait to enjoy life. Don't wait to like, I don't know, I'm going to say, like, my own thing. So before, I used to be one of those people that I loved, like for example, I would get, like, I like self-care, like, you know, like oils or facial stuff. Maybe I'll even, like, I've been thinking of doing a little mini vlog so you actually get to know me a little bit better. But so I love that, right? And I have a thing that actually, like, when things are like you know, like, for example, if there's a mask and then there's a cream, and then, but they all, like, are the same, not only brand, but actually, like, I don't know how to describe it, but line, or they're all the same thing. And so I love getting them. And then I would just, like, you know what I would do? I would just let it, like, I just look at it and be like, oh, okay, look how pretty that is. But I never actually enjoyed it. And then it went bad and it spoiled. Or with a dress, I had a whole bunch of clothing that I had them. I love it. I liked looking at them, but I never wore it because I was waiting for the perfect time, right? And so I feel like that's a message your future self is saying, the perfect time is now, my friend. Don't have to wait for it. You can be happy now. You can do whatever it is that you've been wanting to do. Maybe not to the same degree, but you can already start enjoying it. I hope that makes sense. So here we have the Queen of Autumn. So we have generous, stylish, gracious, practical. So be practical with respect to how you proceed. The ability to make anything more beautiful, and meeting someone who can help your dreams come true. So if if help is being offered, I do feel like help will be offered. Please do accept it. Yeah. Especially from like, so it could be that. But I also feel like acknowledging your own generous, stylish, gracious, practical nature. And even here with the ability to make things, anything more beautiful, I really feel like you don't have to, the wish doesn't necessarily have to come true. It doesn't, I mean, it will, I'm sure it will, like, especially if you're gearing towards a group one. But what I'm seeing here is that you can, bloom where you're planted. You can enjoy the now rather than waiting for something. That's what I keep hearing. It's sort of like, and enjoying like yourself here as well. So acknowledging yourself as the Queen of Autumn, right? Enjoy yourself as you are. You don't have to like lose 10 pounds to enjoy yourself, right? You can enjoy your body right now. You don't have to be you don't have to be rich right now. You can enjoy the abundance that you have right now. Okay, and so we have unity. So do the right thing for the right reason. Compare traditional versus new approaches to see which works for your spiritual-minded community. Maybe you are going to meet like-minded fellows, a community. But what I'm really seeing here, do the right thing for the right reason. It kind of keeps saying like wish wisely, like really ask yourself what it is that you want, because the Five of Winters, the Five of Swords, sometimes is really like, I feel like your future self is saying like, oh, your ego might be getting in the way. Rather than listening to your heart, you're listening to your ego. And I do feel like with this unity too, like looking for an alternative approach, and maybe a mentor for some of you. I do feel like there's a mentor that will help you get to what you want, but really knowing and being clear about your motivation for the things that you want. And like I said, enjoying the things that you already have. Like you can literally, like, you don't have to wait to enjoy your life and enjoy yourself. We have inner child angel. Look at that, muse angel. We have animal angel, and then we have love. Okay, look at how many angels you have around you. So many beautiful angels. And so you don't, and so for me, the animal angel is, oh, so like, I like this because, again, for me, all of these things are being honest with yourself here. And so what I'm seeing here is this is not any of this is not the ego. It's really coming from the heart. It's coming from love. And for some of you, I did want to say, well, with the Five of here with this one, because it's sort of like there's a couple here and then you're there by yourself here. It could be that, you're waiting for this particular person, but right now might not be the time to be with them. And instead of being stuck in that I have to wait, or even like making yourself not being able to enjoy the now, because of the ego got involved, right? Really love unconditionally. Unconditional love just lets you like wish the person to happiness while you yourself are happy. Like, putting that in there. You have the key to your own happiness. You have the key to your own, like, I really want to say, to filling the cup is really not up to somebody else. You have the ability to fill your own cup. Right now, I think you might be saying, oh, it's somebody else's thing, but it really is, you have the opportunity to fill your own cup. And I feel like you can fill your own cup with this animal angel. So maybe if you're feeling lonely, if you're looking into adopting like animals, or volunteering, in a shelter, right? Or something like that, because I feel like it's sort of like your heart needs to see that there's something even bigger, that there's like, you can help others. There's so much that you have to give. And even that the Queen of Pentacles is all about, you have so much to give, that I feel like there's also the part of giving here is part of your gifts of like creating. You have this muse angel. It's something that you've been wanting to create, but you've been putting it off because of the ego really being stuck in one particular thing that you've been wanting that isn't really even for your own benefit right now. And then the inner child is really listening. This dreamer is like going off on this journey, like really enjoying yourself, going off into like maybe not even knowing where the destination is, right? You don't know where the destination is, but you're just enjoying the journey of it all. Really, I really do like those messages. So here we go. Speak the truth. Sweet, good news is coming your way. Keep your plans and play dates and open your heart to the one you love. So opening your heart, and again, it falls under the heart here. You have the key to open your own heart. You have the key to love, to filling your own cup. You have to trust that. You have to trust in yourself. I really want to say the priority is really here, not so much external. So keep your plans and play dates. So being honest with yourself. So speak your truth, speak the truth, right? Being honest, like it's sort of, I feel like a part of you isn't being honest with yourself. It's sort of like the ego, like I said, kind of keeps coming here, and your future self is like, don't let the ego get in the way. Speak your truth. Be honest with yourself. Know what's important to you and follow through on that, right? And I really do feel like there's a sense of wanting to help others, especially animals, that might even like, you might even like meet people there. It's sort of what I feel that. And then I think if you can do that, then there's the Ace of Cups that comes through, and here is the sweet news is coming your way. If you go on a higher level, if you actually are not, like in the Five of Swords energy, but rather in the full like unconditional love kind of way, you're going to attract all the things that you want. You won't even have to put it, like, I almost want to say, like, there's no real effort that you're going to have to do. It's just going to come being attracted. Right now you're repelling it because the ego is here, and so your future self is saying like, hey, you're struggling with this, right? You're struggling, and there's no need to struggle. But the reason why you're struggling is because part of you really is, maybe this isn't meant for you and something else better is meant for you, right? And so really, I want to say, just taking the ego out of the equation, and I don't mean any like offense or anything like that whatsoever. This is just what I'm seeing here, and I get it, because my ego gets in the way sometimes too, more often than not, and then like the cards call me out, or my friend does readings for me, and then she calls me out on it too. So really listen to your heart. That's what I'm going to say. And then you are capable of filling your own cup, my friend. If love is what you're seeking, you have to first fill your own cup. And if you're thinking that having, like X, Y, and Z is going to make you happy, that's not necessarily true. You can be happy right now. And that's what your future self is trying to tell you. All right, I hope you liked this reading. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up, and please do consider subscribing. It was a great honor to be able to read your cards. And until I see you in the next one, bye-bye, my dear friends. My friends from group 3. All right, so this has actually been quite an interesting reading. I like it. So let's see what your future self really wants you to know right now, and this is the perfect time here. So protect your dreams. You are the guardian of your precious dreams, and they are safe in your care. Keep them close to your heart until they're ready to be released, and then shine from within. Looks are only skin deep. True beauty shines from within. It is time for you to shine. This is the time for self-acceptance and revealing your true beauty. Okay. I almost feel like these are two different, like before I'm like in the other ones, I was kind of seeing them as one message. I feel like these are two messages from your future self. So whatever dreams that you have, and in every future self has been talking about dreams, so this is important. So whatever your dreams are, whatever it is, like right now you have the little idea in your head, the seed in your head, or whatever it is, keep them close to you, because right now it's not the time to share them with the world. What you can do, and what it is that's important, is not to dim your light, my friend. Acknowledge yourself, acknowledge all the, I even want to say also acknowledge your dreams. I mean, especially to yourself, acknowledge your dreams to yourself. Acknowledge your own beauty. Like, I almost want to say for group 3, I'm going to say, if you can give yourself, push it. I love glow ups. I love the idea of a glow up. I love the idea of just appreciating yourself so much. Like, it's, to me, like such a beautiful self-care of like appreciating yourself to make yourself like feel the best. And by glow up, I don't, like, it could be a whole bunch of different things. I don't know what makes you feel really like, particularly great. It could be like putting on some lipstick or a certain set of clothing, or it could just be like listening to your music that just pumps you up. There's a sense of you to just like letting yourself, oof, it finally appreciating yourself. So really treat yourself right now. Okay. We have the King of Autumn, we have the Two of Springs, we have the Four of Summers, and then we have the Princess of Winters. Okay, let's look at all these. Very interesting. Okay. So the King of Autumn is the King of Pentacles, compassionate, accomplished, charismatic, gifted. So be assertive when it comes to what you know is right. Everything's going your way, a good person, a company to work for. And so for me, the King of, it's all those many beautiful things, and maybe you are all those qualities, charismatic and gifted. I feel like you are gifted, and what I'm seeing here is that you gotta, like show your gifts. But what I also see with the King of Autumns or King of Pentacles is always that appreciate the things that you've accomplished. Like, give yourself credit for all the things you've accomplished to this point in time, right? Give yourself credit for, hey, I did this and this and this and this. Like, you may not take the time out to give that to yourself, to be like, and not only like give yourself credit, but then also enjoy the things that you've accomplished to this point in time. To me, it's sort of like, I want to say like, almost like I see the king like with a cake, and I'm like, yes, appreciate that. Savor your life, savor yourself, savor all these things. And then we have the Two of Springs. So bright future manifests through hard work and creativity, partnering with others who share your dreams, great progress being made. And so I do feel like maybe partnering with others, but I also, for me, the Two of Springs is actually, well, this is an interesting thing because it's Two of Springs is Two of Wands, but to me, it's also like making that choice of like, for me, it's putting yourself as a priority here. It's also trying to do something you haven't done before. And then like I said, acknowledging your hard work and creativity. You've already accomplished a lot. I think you're still going, like there's still more to it, right? But I acknowledge yourself to this point. You've made great progress. You're still making great progress, but you've made great progress. And so then the Four of Summers here we have. So being distracted and failing to see a magical opportunity, taking someone or something for granted, discontentment with life again. And this is perfect because it's telling us like the message is really appreciating what you have, who you are. And here we have the Four of Summers, which is the Four of Cups. You're missing out on enjoying your life. You're missing out on your life. You're missing out on all these opportunities, and even just I want to say like just even the ability to just take a deep breath, or like feeling the sun, or seeing the plants. It's sort of like you're missing on the joys of life, because I feel like you're longing for something. You want something bigger, or you're not even seeing what's available to you. I wonder why that is. It's like you're not valuing yourself. That's what I keep seeing here. So let's look at what the Princess of Winter. So inquisitive, truthful, realistic, undiplomatic. And so information that can help you, but which may also be difficult to hear. Speaking the truth with kindness, an indigo child or dog. So what I'm seeing here for me is sort of like, maybe you don't want to hear, maybe some of you would be like, I don't know, it's like this, I'm already fine as I am, but there's part of you that you're not really appreciating. And so that might be something that needs to hear. It's sort of like you being honest with yourself. I want to say, being a little tough love with yourself. Get out of this funk. I understand the Four of Cups. I've been there myself. And you know what I realized when I was in the Four of Cups? That it really was, I felt like I was like, oh, things aren't, like they are not like moving how I want them to. And a lot of the reason why they weren't moving was because of myself. It was, I was blaming others, other factors, like, right, blah, 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 blah. But really, I wasn't putting in the work. I wasn't doing the, you know, the hard work and the creativity. I wasn't doing that at all. And I also wasn't appreciating what I had already. And so you need to be honest with yourself. Connect to this page of swords and being really honest with yourself about this. It almost feels like with the summer here, and it's almost like cool yourself down, cool down those like the woe is me. And I'm not like, it's not a criticism. It's just I've been there, so that's why I'm telling you how it is. And and really connect. I almost feel like if you're feeling stuck in this Four of Cups, then try something new in terms of like I said, glow up. Do something that is fun for you, and it might even help you get out of this funk, if you will. Forgiveness angel. We have the door to knowledge. We have the starseed angel, and we have the paradise. Look at this. Okay, so we need to forgive, right? There's a sense of forgiving. You look how many stars, like so many angels here that are coming through here. Knowing your purpose here, we're connecting to the starseed. That's the light, that you're the light here. Even here with this page of swords, there is knowledge here. Stepping into the page, into the door of knowledge through this page of swords. So maybe learning something that you've been missing out. A sense of forgiveness. I feel like there's a sense of forgiveness towards yourself too. Making peace with where you are. That's what I'm seeing here. This forgiveness angel is sort of like making peace with where you are, wherever it is that you are at, that you're like, I'm missing out on this. I haven't done this or whatever. Making peace with where you are. You may not have accomplished all the many things that you wanted to accomplish, but you've accomplished a lot already. It's acknowledging that, and then allowing yourself to make peace where you are, and then look, you're going to move forward, connecting to your higher self. Like really, your higher self is calling you here, and that's through the door to knowledge, and that's not being stuck in this Four of Cups energy, because when you're stuck in the Four of Cups energy, you're just missing out on everything. And look at this, you are capable of being in paradise. You this is what I'm seeing here. I already feel like you can be happy. you just haven't acknowledged yourself. Wow. I love this, because I think the door to knowledge, and then looking at the starseed angel, like again, connecting maybe to like your true glow, your true light, will help you see that you are like here. There's a sense of paradise. And it also feels like you're going to connect to people who are like-minded as well with that too. So you treat yourself today. Memories, make some worth keeping. And okay, look at this. Treat yourself today. Like I said, glow up. I think you do need to treat yourself. And then memories, make some worth keeping. So you're kind of like, maybe you're stuck in the past a little bit, but so now it's time to make new memories so that you can, like, you know, worth keeping here. You will flourish with the one you love. You will flourish. And I love how this kind of like they have the same kind of vibe here. You will flourish when you like with the one you love. If you will flourish by putting yourself as a priority, by putting your glow up and acknowledging your awesomeness, you will flourish when you acknowledge that, right? And then we also have the come out, whoever you are, or wherever you are. It's sort of like you've been hiding all this time. This Four of Cups is keeping you in a state of hiding. And I understand that you want to protect your dreams, very much so. And that's fine, because you're working on them. You're imagining, you're dreaming them up right now. But that doesn't mean that you have to hide who you are. Let the light shine through. Come out, my friends. Let your beauty come out. That's why I really keep saying like a glow up, and I mean that in a sense of like letting all your wonderful qualities shine through, and acknowledging all the beautiful blessings that you have already. And you will see that you will flourish more and more, and you will reach this state of paradise. So I hope you liked this reading. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up, and please do consider subscribing. Thank you so much for being here. It really was, I feel very honored that I was able to read your cards. It was an honor. Until I see you in the next one. Bye-bye, my dear friends.